This is Alex the Rebel, and we off script. What is up? This is Off Script, and I'm your host, Alex the Rebel. And as always, we like to get right into it. So guess what? The desert island people, they said, Alex, before you leave and take your 10 movies, you're allowed to make a playlist. Okay, you're allowed to make a Christmas playlist, right? And the criteria is no repeat songs, right? And it could only be like around 16 songs. That was my criteria, guys. And this was very hard. You know, as I sat there with doing the movies, it was hard, but I did it. I did it for you guys. I did it for me, for my survival in Christmas Island, because as you know, this is very important. All right. So, few caveats. There's gonna be some gems, some classics that everybody knows. So I'm not gonna dig into why I picked those songs. Those are the classic because they are, right? So I'm gonna go through the list and I put it in a certain order. Um it's more like, you know, like the more non-Jesus Christmas songs, like in the top, and it goes like poppier, fun, and then gets like more moody, you know, more somber ish, you know, and then it goes to the Christian, and then kind of like the poppiest to the more somber. I don't know if it really matters. I just did it this way. This is not a definite order of like it needs to be listened to this way, but this is my order and you guys can change it however you want, you know, in your order, whatever. But I made a playlist and it's there on Spotify and on Apple Music. Just follow it. I have the link right there. The link is right there. I don't know why you're just watching me, not putting the link on and like playing these songs because they're gonna change your life. Anyway, so here we go. So the first one on my list is It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. So this is one of those. Not gonna explain it. This song and this guy that sings Andy Williams, that's it. It's an incredible song. Listen to it. The next song is Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. I mean, dude, he's Puerto Rican, classic song. I mean, hello. I had to put him in there. So this is like the only Spanish song because this is an English playlist. This is a Spanglish song because it has English and Spanish, but it like plays on regular radio. So this counts. All right. So the next song is very familiar to everybody, but I don't know how familiar it is. This version, and it's Slave Ride by Reliant K. Now, this is the peak version. I absolutely love this version. I love Reliant K. That whole Christmas album is great. But this is like super duper fun because it starts off like slow and then it builds up. And by the end of the song, you're like rocking out. And on YouTube, there's a really funny video, you know. They're silly guys, you know, so I really relate to them. And we're about the same age. Like, we grow up together. I remember listening to them when I was about 18, 19 years old. And it's like, as their music progressed and it was getting softer and just different kind of like focus on more slower stuff and everything, it was like, we were really gelling, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were really feeling it together. So that's a great version. Sleigh Ride by Reliant K. The next song is an a cappella group. It's called Straight No Chaser. And the song is 12 Days of Christmas. If you have not heard this, dude, you're really missing out. This one is hilarious. I love this. They get very creative on this song. It is peak. It is amazing. It's fun. Listen to it because you're gonna enjoy it. Very Christmassy, and they throw a little 80s hit in there somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I love 80s hits, obviously. So check it out. You're gonna enjoy it. It's so good. The next song we have is the Nutcracker Suite by Brian Setzer Orchestra. If you've seen Elf, you've heard a song in there in Elf. It's like this is like more of a jazz. It's just music. It is so good though because it's very. I mean, got a lot of horns, bro. It's so cool, and it's like a little like jazz funk. It's really great. You're gonna love it. That's why it's in my playlist. My playlist has nothing but bangers on this. Okay, so just trust me. Listen to the playlist one time and tell me if I'm wrong. The next song I have is Jingle Bells by Sugar in the High Lows. This version is super cool. Now, for instance, I absolutely love like Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé, and all that. But the crooner, they get me. Those crooner versions are always like peak. But I want a variation, right? Like I want a variation on this playlist. So it's not all crooners, because all the crooners could have just took the whole thing. Bing Crosby, Frank, Nat King Cole, all of they just could have took the whole. And I would have been perfectly happy with that. But I wanted to give variety. I wanted to make your ears feel different things, like different flavors. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to add a little spice, add a little oregano. I don't know. I don't cook sugar, whatever. I don't know what I'm cooking, but you get what I'm saying. I wanted variety. I want flavorful songs, and that fits right into it. It's really cool. It's like a little indie rock, and they had like a very cool melody, like, and you have like doom, 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 doom. Like it's really really nice. It's soft rock. It's very cool. Very, and their voices are very like laid back. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a great version for sure. All right, the next song. This one I was in between two. Carol of the Bells. So I was in between the Home Alone version. I really love it, but I have a Home Alone in another song, so I wanted to, I couldn't do that. So what I picked was the Barlow Girl. Yes, if you guys grew up in the '90s and or early 2000 Christian home, you guys know who Barlow Girl is. If you didn't, you have no idea who Barlow Girl is. But this is a very great version. It has like a lot of like haunting kind of like the way they sing it in, and you feel like the thematic like sound in the background is really really good. Yeah, and they have their sisters, three sisters, so their harmonies are super tight. It is great. It's a great version. All right, so the next song I have is Winter Wonderland. This one is special because, as I stated before, there's an album that put right in the beginning when I'm putting the Christmas tree together, and this the Kenny G Miracles album, and this is literally the first song on that album. So this song, when I hear it, it just screams mom and Christmas. Like that's it. So it's very special, and I wanted to take a song that reminded me of my mother, and I absolutely love this Kenny G album. I will not apologize for that. And when you hear it, you'll be like, I'm a Kenny G fan too, and I didn't know it. I've converted you. You are a Kenny G fan now. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Finally. And there is no Alex the Rebel playlist without a Coldplay song. So I got Christmas Light by Coldplay. Love this song. Dude, it has, again, the vibes, man. Like, doom, boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. It's melancholy. He's hurting. This is Chris Martin at his peak. It is sad Chris Martin. And you know how much I love sad Chris Martin music. It is Coldplay's best. Yes, Christmas Lights. You're welcome. The next song is a staple. It's like, Alex the Rebel. What do you know about him? Loves Jesus, loves Coldplay, loves, DC. I love a lot of stuff, but all in there is I love this guy, Charlie Brown, right? So I could not have a Christmas Charlie Brown song in there. It would be blasphemous. So I got Christmas Time Is Here, the vocals. I was debating whether to do vocals or do the jazz like instrumental. I think there's no loser there. Like you could have gone either way. But since this is primarily like a vocals like playlist, I put the vocal one on there, and it's kids singing, and it feels like Christmas. I mean, that's pretty much the criteria, right? Christmas, kids, magic. It has it all. Has it all. So the next song I have is "I'll Be Home for Christmas." This song, oh man, this song really gets to me. I don't know. Many of you don't know, but I used to be a sailor, a merchant marine, civilian. Not a when you hear I know a marine, like you were in a marine. No, merchant marine is a civilian job. But anyways, I was gone for months at a time, and I was hear this song, and I'm like, I hope I'm home by Christmas because when you're out there, you could schedule your coming home and stuff like that, but things happen, and things happened. The very first trip I did, I was supposed to be home like all through like Christmas, and I came like in the middle of December, and I was very upset. But this song was like making me sad. It's just very sad because I want to be home. But anyways, this version is by Sarah McLachlan. So I love this version, like this album. Yeah, it's a special place in my heart. This is the album that I listened to. Like I when I found this album, it was pretty much when my wife was pregnant with my firstborn Noah, and when she was giving birth, I made a playlist for her to listen to, like just time, just being in the hospital, and this album was in there. We love this album, so this album reminds me of my wife. This album reminds me of my boys. So it's just a very special album, and this song is so melancholy, and she does it in a very melancholy way. Like she understands the assignment, and she killed it. And you're gonna see why I put it there when you listen to it. It's just amazing. It's beautiful, beautiful music. So this is one of no brainer. The Christmas song by who? Right? That's right, Nat King Cole. You all said it. You screamed it. I don't know. Like this song is like Christmas. Like this song and that voice of his, I don't need to explain it. Like Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, you know it, I know it, you love it, I love it, we all love it because it's a legendary song. No more explanation needed. The next song, also no explanation. White Christmas, Bing Crosby, the number one Christmas song. Period. Sold, listened to. It is like, and I'm talking. The one I have is the best version. Okay, if you don't hear like that flute thing in the beginning, like you got the wrong version. You got the wrong version. And Bing Crosby's like low register. Man, I wish I could sing that way. But anyways, legendary song. We all love it. It's great. Moving on. Another great song because it's just like that sad kind of feel is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, right? And there is no Christmas playlist without this guy. Frank Sinatra. Like this guy's is has velvet voice. No need to explain it. Another legendary performance, and this is what Christmas sounds like. These songs is what Christmas sound like. Well, especially the legendary ones. The other one is opinions, like suggestion, except mine. Mine is not. Everything on this playlist is peak, and it sounds like Christmas, and there's no if but that about it. The next song we have is O Come, Emmanuel." There's a version out there that I don't know if a lot of people heard it outside of like people that go to church, but it's by Sovereign Grace Music. The reason I love this version is like they hit a minor chord somewhere where it's not supposed to, right? And it's just so interesting to me. When I first heard this song live at my church, I'm like, who does that? Like, who does that version? I didn't know if the worship leader just made a special arrangement for it. But I was like, is that version like out there? And then they showed me, and I was like, I love that version. Like, I love this version of it. My favorite version of it. It's just so beautiful. And then again, the note that the chord that they hit. You hear when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, I got it. I got you, Alex. And those of you who have heard it, you know what I'm talking about. So this is a great version of it. Now we come to one of my all-time favorite songs, period. Oh Holy Night. Okay. So here it's probably gonna be a controversial pick, maybe, but it's the Home Alone version. I'm gonna tell you, these kids singing in the choir when Kevin is in the church, it just beautifully haunting. I love haunting. I love it. I'm sorry, but I love that beautiful haunting when they're like, "Fall," man, and you hear that, and it's just simple organ. It's not nothing crazy musically, but it just hits, in its simplicity. It just hits so much because it's awesome. It is awesome. You're gonna love this. You feel it. Feel Christmas on this. It's great, and it's a great movie. So, what can I say? All right, so the next version gonna be a little left fielder for you guys. I'm sure you're gonna be like, I probably never heard this version, But it's Silent Night, the long version by Sinead O'Connor. I think that's her, the bald chick, you know, the Irish girl, I think. So this song, talk about haunting. This song has it like with gravitas, the hauntingness of it, and it's just like her voice is so chilling and so nice. Like I like that. It's funny because when you hear it, you hear her like silent night, but it just feels like she's there just singing it to you. And then there's like this like sound bed, right? It's not like instruments. You don't hear like real like instruments, but it's like this bed of sound. It's just an atmosphere. It's incredible. It's an incredible version. I showed it to somebody. I'll say nameless. You'll find out next week. But I showed it to somebody. They didn't even like it. Shocker. But it's okay. Not everybody has the great taste that I have, and that's fine. I know that. So the last song I have on this Christmas playlist, okay, it's called the Rebels Ultimate Christmas Playlist, okay, because it's ultimate and it's Christmas, and it's by Alex the Rebel. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's "Oh Come All You Faithful." And here's the version I bet you guys have not heard, unless I showed it to you, but it's by Lauren Daigle. I don't really listen to this girl's albums at all, but there was a time that every time a Christmas album would come out, I'm like, dude, I'm like looking for it. I don't do that as much anymore. I'm not like waiting, like looking up, like, ooh, when does a new album Christmas? And I mean Christmas by anybody, because I'm like, I would just type in like in Google, like, do Christmas albums coming out in 2019, 2016, whatever year it was. And this showed up, and I gave every Christmas album a chance. Like, put it up, listen to it. Dude, this one is so good because she apparently, I guess she's from like New Orleans and it has that New Orleans feel. Like this album is incredible. One of my favorite Christmas albums, period. This is an incredible album. And the horns on these songs. So the horns on this song is so good. It is so good. Like I get lifted up with these horns. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But oh, it's so good. Trust the process. It will change your life. These songs, because they're amazing. But yeah, I know I'm missing a lot of songs. I know it. Okay, you got what child is this? You got a bunch of other songs, but again, I wanted to keep it limited, and it was just like these songs. Like I could just listen to it, and I would feel super Christmas seasonally feeling. I will feel the joy of the Lord. I will feel the joy of Christmas. I will feel all of that with this playlist because this playlist gives you all of that. And again, different spices, different like taste thingies to make your taste buds of music just tingle and desire for more. And then you know what you do? You repeat the whole album again, the whole playlist, because again, it is peak. You don't have to listen to other Christmas songs, even though I will. I'm gonna be honest. If I wasn't going to this island, I'll take way more songs, more albums. This is the only playlist I can listen to while I'm on the island. But when I get home from this desert Christmas island, I will go back to all the albums because I love Christmas, and I don't care if I heard the last song was Silent Night, and there's another version of Silent Night that pops up in my playlist again. I will hear both of them. I'll hear three versions of them because a good song is a good song and a good version of it is a great version of it. I don't care. I'll listen to it all and I'm happy that way. But that's why for you picky people that like, hey, I only want one version of this, that's what I did. I did this for you. I love you guys and I want you guys to enjoy music and I want you to enjoy the holiday season and really, really like be happy, enjoy for and remember the real reason for the season is the birth of Christ. And what a beautiful gift that is. And we have these beautiful moments with our kids and your wife, your husband, your family, your friends. It's a lot of joyous moments in this holiday season. So, Merry Christmas again. And until the next time, Rebel out.